Hello, hi, I'm Karen from The Natural Vintage and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a embroidered pillowcase. So what I do is I actually buy these embroidery pieces from the op shops. You can get them in almost any op shop. They have like these little pieces like handkerchiefs and or like the older handkerchief. I know that sounds disgusting. They don't have to be handkerchiefs. They can be like, you know, small little table what they use for like the centerpiece of the table, or you know, any kind of embroidered linen such as that, or even like a napkin or anything like that. So obviously you wash them when you get them. So I got this one, thought it was really cute. Kind of almost makes me think of like a Swedish kind of folk look, and I just really loved it. So basically I got this one and another one, and I made a pillowcase out of them. And what I really like is when you make your own pillowcases, it's actually really nice to lie on them. The fact that the sense of achievement of making something and then actually lying on it is actually quite nice. So this is so easy. Such an easy project. So even if you're a beginner sewer, as long as you know how to hem and sew in a straight line, you can pretty much make this pillowcase. So if you keep watching, I'll show you how to do that.
So what you want to do is you want to get the fabric that you're going to use for the cushion. I use cotton here. I think I'm using actually an old sheet, and I've just got an old pillowcase here. Ironed it so it's nice and flat, and then you just pin it along the fabric that you want to use. So just pin it all the way around until it's all stuck together, and then after that you want to cut it out and cut it all the way around. I've done 2 pieces here, so I folded the fabric over and cut 2 pieces, because you want to have 2 pieces to make the pillowcase. And then you just take out the pins. Once you've got that all taken off and the pins taken out, you want to pin it over twice to create a hem. Now, I've just done a small one here, roughly around about maybe 1 centimetre, and then I've just pinned it all the way around. So you double it over just so that it doesn't fray, and then literally you just sew it all around. Make sure you take the pins out as you're sewing it, so you don't want to ruin your machine. I've done that before. So I need to learn my lesson. Sometimes I sew over them, which is not a good idea. Once you've hemmed it, you get the embroidered piece that you want. I iron it so it's really nice and flat, and then I pin it to the cushion, as you can see here, all the way around. Pin it again because I'm going to now sew around the embroidered piece. So what I try and do is actually find, see where I'm pointing there, just sew along there, just so that you can't see the seam, with the bit where you sewed. Because what I need to do is actually sew in the middle and on the outer edge, so that it doesn't, so the fabric stays nice and tight on the pillowcase. Because if you just do the edge, then there's a potential that it's gonna droop. And so what I've done is done like a double. See here, I'm now doing the edge, and so I've just done it as in. So I've tried to sew as closely towards the middle as possible, just to stop that drooping. I hope that kind of makes sense. So there you go, just then sew right around the edge of it as well. Taking the pins out, make sure you do that as you're sewing. We don't want no accidents. So then what I do is I put the back piece of the fabric on. So you put the 2 right sides together. I'm hemming it as well as we go, and then I'm just going to sew the two pieces together. So what you want to do is you actually want to hem both pieces separately, and then you put them together so you have the right sides together, and then you sew the back. And here I've done 4 ties. I've cut up 4 strips of fabric, and what I'm doing is I'm actually creating a hem by folding both sides twice inwards, so it kind of comes, it's like a fold. Can be a little bit tricky sometimes, you have to fold it a couple of times. Might be easier to iron it once you fold it over, maybe give it an iron. I know I haven't done it here because I'm impatient, but once you do it, then you put the pins in, and then you just sew the one side, and that makes the tie. Then you put it together on the pillowcase, and you just make sure that they're both measured in the same place so that they can tie nicely together. And then you just sew over the tie bit of the pillowcase, and that pretty much concludes your pillowcase.
If you like what you see, be sure to hit the subscribe button and a notification little bell, which will tell you that there's new videos coming out each week. I'll be doing 2 new videos on vintage hauls, vintage home decor and vintage craft projects for the home. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.